The week of June 9, 2025 has brought to light significant developments in U.S. science policy, with budget cuts proposed by the Trump administration creating ripples across various research sectors. As lawmakers grapple with the implications of these cuts, both industry and conservation groups are raising alarms about the potential impacts on the nation's scientific capabilities. The Department of Energy (DOE) unveiled a controversial budget request that proposes a staggering 14% cut to the Office of Science. Among the most severe reductions is a proposed 56% decrease to the Biological and Environmental Research Division, which would eliminate funding for critical initiatives such as Earth system modeling and the Atmospheric Radiation Measurement User Facility. Energy Secretary Chris Wright has openly criticized the National Lab's focus on climate change research, suggesting that their work is veering into the realm of political science rather than fundamental scientific inquiry. This reallocation of resources appears to prioritize biotechnology over environmental research, raising concerns among scientists regarding the future of climate-related studies. Simultaneously, the National Institutes of Health (NIH) faces a nearly 40% cut to its top-line budget, which would drastically consolidate its 27 institutes and centers into just 8. The National Institute of Standards and Technology (NIST) is also poised to experience a 17% funding decrease for scientific research, with the U.S. Geological Survey eliminating its ecosystem research programs altogether. As budget discussions unfold, the House and Senate Appropriations Committees are set to debate funding for various departments, including the Department of Defense and the NIH, highlighting the contentious nature of the budgetary process. On the legislative front, Senate Commerce Committee Republicans are advocating for nearly $10 billion in funding for NASA, contrasting sharply with the president's budget request, which calls for cuts to several high-profile projects, including the Gateway Lunar Space Station and Mars Sample Return Mission. This disparity indicates a growing rift between congressional priorities and executive budget proposals, raising questions about the future of U.S. space exploration. In a move that has sparked significant backlash, President Trump has issued 2 proclamations that could severely limit foreign student enrollment in U.S. universities. The first proclamation imposes a travel ban on nationals from 12 countries, affecting thousands of students, including over 12,000 from Iran alone. The second proclamation specifically targets international students at Harvard University, claiming their presence poses a threat to national security. Critics, including Barbara Snyder, president of the Association of American Universities, argue that such measures serve only to benefit competing nations in the race for global talent. Meanwhile, the plight of Alaska's fisheries is also coming under scrutiny, as both industry and environmental advocates unite against substantial cuts to federal fisheries science. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) has reportedly lost nearly 51 employees from its Alaska Science Center, impacting its ability to conduct vital fish stock surveys. Bob Foy, director of NOAA's science operations in Alaska, expressed concern over the diminished capacity to assess marine health, stating, "You can't lose 51 people and not have that impact." The cuts are part of a broader initiative aimed at eliminating government waste, yet they threaten the sustainability of Alaska's critical fishing industry. As the scientific community rallies against these cuts, events such as the 246th meeting of the American Astronomical Society in Anchorage highlight the ongoing engagement and advocacy for science policy, with discussions centered around the Vera C. Rubin Observatory and its upcoming release of imagery. Astronomers are also considering the implications of the current science policy landscape. The week ahead promises further developments as budget hearings continue and researchers seek to navigate a landscape shaped by significant funding cuts and political maneuvering. With the future of U.S. scientific research hanging in the balance, stakeholders across various sectors are urged to remain vigilant and advocate for policies that support sustainable and impactful science. As the administration's budget proposals evolve, the outcomes will undoubtedly influence the trajectory of numerous scientific fields, from environmental research to biomedical studies, shaping the landscape of American innovation for years to come. The landscape of medical science is undergoing a profound transformation, particularly in the realm of messenger RNA mRNA technology. Initially celebrated for its role in combating infectious diseases, most notably COVID-19, mRNA is now being harnessed to address some of the most challenging non-communicable diseases, including glioblastoma and Alzheimer's disease. This shift represents not just a continuation but a revolution in how we understand and treat complex medical conditions. Catalin Carrico, Ph.D., a pivotal figure in the development of mRNA technology, originally envisioned her work as a means of producing proteins within cells rather than as an immunotherapeutic tool. Reflecting on her journey, Carrico noted, "I never thought it would be immunogenic because I was only thinking about using mRNA to produce proteins inside of cells." However, her collaboration with immunologist Drew Weissman led to significant breakthroughs. By modifying synthetic mRNA, they were able to mitigate inflammatory responses, enhancing its therapeutic potential. Their groundbreaking work earned them the Nobel Prize in 2023, underscoring the profound impact of their research. Today, mRNA vaccines are poised to tackle diseases that have long eluded effective treatment. For instance, Elias Sayar, MD, Ph.D., an expert in neurosurgery at the University of Florida, is exploring the potential of mRNA vaccines in treating glioblastoma, an aggressive brain tumor. He remarked, "If we could cure glioblastoma with mRNA vaccines, I think we could cure all cancers." Sayar's research underscores the importance of adapting immunotherapy to target the unique microenvironment of tumors, which often suppresses immune responses. He likened this microenvironment to a civilian dropped into the Everglades, highlighting the formidable challenges faced by T cells in combating such resilient cancers. In a parallel effort, the biotechnology company CureVac is refining its mRNA platform to develop personalized and shared antigen cancer vaccines. Chief Scientific Officer Miriam Mendela shared insights into their innovative approach, which employs artificial intelligence to enhance vaccine design. This methodology allows for rapid development, with the potential to produce mRNA vaccines in as little as 4 to 6 weeks, an invaluable capability for patients in urgent need of treatment. The application of mRNA technology is not limited to oncology. Researchers like Rebecca Nisbet, Ph.D. at the Florey Institute, are investigating its use in treating Alzheimer's disease. Nisbet's focus is on developing mRNA vaccines that stimulate the immune system to produce antibodies against amyloid beta, a protein associated with Alzheimer's pathology. She emphasizes the need for early intervention, stating Alzheimer's begins decades before symptoms appear. "We need to shift the conversation toward prevention. This proactive approach could fundamentally change how we address neurodegenerative diseases, potentially leading to population-level prevention strategies." Moreover, recent studies have shown that the integration of cytokine adjuvants such as IL-12 into mRNA vaccines can enhance T-cell responses and extend immunity duration. This advancement could simplify vaccination regimens, a crucial factor in patient compliance and overall health outcomes. As mRNA technology extends its reach, the implications for public health are vast. From oncology to neurology, the potential to prevent and treat diseases that have historically resisted intervention marks a significant leap forward in precision medicine. However, this progress is accompanied by challenges, including the need for safety and efficacy assessments in diverse patient populations. The journey of mRNA from a theoretical concept to a practical therapeutic tool is a testament to the power of scientific inquiry and innovation. As researchers continue to explore its capabilities, the foundational work of pioneers like Carrico serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of scientific discovery. With the promise of mRNA technology rapidly expanding, the coming years are likely to see even more groundbreaking developments that could reshape the future of medicine as we know it. In a groundbreaking development for cancer treatment, researchers at the University of Texas Health Science Center at San Antonio UT Health San Antonio have identified a key DNA complex that plays a significant role in the resistance of BRCA1 deficient cancers to PRP inhibitors, a class of drugs that have shown promise in treating certain types of cancer. This discovery could pave the way for new therapeutic strategies that enhance the efficacy of existing treatments and improve patient outcomes. BRCA1 and BRCA2 gene mutations are linked to a heightened risk of developing breast and ovarian cancers, with approximately 1 in 300 Americans carrying these pathogenic mutations. While PARP inhibitors can initially lead to tumor regression in these patients, resistance to the drugs typically emerges, complicating treatment efforts. Dr. Robert Hromas, Dean of the Johar and Teresa Long School of Medicine, emphasized the significance of this discovery, stating this seminal discovery opens the door to understanding how some breast, prostate, and ovarian cancers become resistant to PARP inhibitors. The DNA repair complex studied in the report is a prime target for causing that resistance and thus is a novel target for therapy. The research published in the journal Science details how a dysfunction in the CST complex, composed of 3 proteins, can lead to this resistance. The CST complex negatively regulates homologous recombination, a crucial DNA repair mechanism. When operational PARP inhibitors target BRCA-deficient cancer cells effectively, however, mutations or silencing of the CST complex can allow these cells to evade the drugs, continuing to proliferate. Co-lead researcher Dr. Patrick Sung remarked, "Everyone expects malfunction in these proteins to give rise to drug resistance. But they do not know why and how." This study addresses that gap, revealing that when the CST complex is compromised, tumor cells can switch to alternative repair pathways, thereby developing resistance to the treatment. The study's first author, Dr. Cody Rogers, noted that while the CST complex is primarily acknowledged for its role in regulating telomere length, its involvement in suppressing homologous recombination is critical. This understanding opens new avenues for targeting the CST complex directly to combat drug resistance. There are 2 different mechanisms. When CST restricts EXO1, it requires its DNA binding activity. But when it blocks the activity of BLMDNA2, it acts by forming a complex with BLMDNA2 that is non-functional, explained Dr. Hardeep Kaur, is senior research scientist involved in the study. Looking ahead, researchers plan to conduct further investigations to determine how frequently mutations in the CST complex occur and their implications for acquired resistance to PARP inhibitors. This research will utilize a database of tissue samples from approximately 3,000 ovarian cancer patients, which could provide crucial insights into the frequency of CST complex mutations and their impact on treatment efficacy. As Dr. Sung articulated, this work represents a vital step toward understanding the molecular underpinnings of cancer drug resistance. Imagine if we could create a way to have CST stay on DNA longer and make BRCA1 deficient tumor cells supersensitive to different therapeutic agents. It's a provocative concept, he said. Such advancements not only promise to enhance treatment options for patients currently facing drug resistance, but they also lay the groundwork for developing new therapeutic compounds aimed at overcoming these challenges. The findings from UT Health San Antonio underscore the ongoing need for innovative research in the fight against cancer, particularly as scientists seek to unravel the complex mechanisms that allow tumors to resist treatment. As this research progresses, the potential for improved therapies that can effectively target and overcome drug resistance in cancer patients becomes increasingly tangible. In an era increasingly defined by artificial intelligence (AI), educational institutions are rapidly adapting their curricula to meet the growing demand for skilled professionals in this transformative field. Santa Clara University SCU has taken a significant step in this direction by launching its Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence (MSAI) program, which aims to cultivate ethical and industry-ready AI leaders. Set to enroll its first cohort in fall 2025. This program is designed to not only impart advanced technical knowledge but also emphasize the ethical implications of AI technologies. The urgency for such a program is underscored by the explosive growth of AI technologies across various sectors, which has intensified the need for professionals capable of developing and managing sophisticated AI systems. Kendra Sharp, dean of the School of Engineering at SCU, highlighted that the MSAI program stands out due to its unique integration of software and hardware, tracks comprehensive ethical training and opportunities for practical experience with Silicon Valley partners. Our graduates will leave with the technical skills and the values and vision to use AI for good, Sharp stated, emphasizing the program's commitment to social responsibility. The MSAI program offers two concentrations: Computer Science and Engineering (CSAN), which focuses on the software and algorithmic foundations of AI, and Electrical and Computer Engineering (ECN), which is tailored towards hardware applications including embedded systems and robotics. This dual approach allows students from diverse backgrounds to tailor their education to align with their career aspirations. The curriculum is thoughtfully structured to ensure that students receive a well-rounded education. It includes foundational courses in mathematics, ethics, and professional development, as well as advanced electives tailored to each concentration. A significant component of the program is the culminating AI practicum, where students will engage in real-world projects in collaboration with industry partners. Professor Yi Fong, who leads SCU's Responsible AI initiative, echoed the program's focus on creating a well-rounded understanding of AI's societal impact. Through our MSAI program, students will gain technical mastery and a critical understanding of AI's societal impact, Fong noted, reinforcing the program's emphasis on responsible and ethical AI development. As the MSAI program prepares to launch, it aligns with SCU's broader strategic goals outlined in its Impact 2030 plan, which prioritizes interdisciplinary collaboration and ethical technology application. Graduates of this program will be equipped to innovate in various AI-powered industries, including healthcare, finance, and energy, while adhering to the Jesuit values of social responsibility. In addition to SCU's initiatives, other institutions are also making strides in the AI space. For instance, researchers at UC Irvine have secured a $6 million project to utilize AI in addressing significant geophysical challenges such as sustainable geothermal energy and carbon dioxide sequestration. Led by Mohammad Javad Abdul Hassini Komi, this initiative aims to harness AI for complex problem-solving in geophysics, demonstrating the vast potential of AI technology beyond conventional applications. Moreover, a team of biophysicists from Northwestern University has developed a generative AI model that identifies gene combinations responsible for complex diseases like cancer and diabetes. This innovative tool could pave the way for personalized medicine, highlighting AI's potential to revolutionize healthcare by enabling targeted treatments based on individual genetic profiles. As educational institutions and research organizations continue to explore the multifaceted applications of AI, the focus on ethical considerations remains paramount. The launch of SCU's MSAI program signals a commitment to not just advancing technology but doing so with a conscientious approach that prioritizes the common good. Looking ahead, the integration of ethical training within AI education will be crucial in shaping future leaders who can navigate the complexities of this rapidly evolving field responsibly. As AI technology continues to advance, the conversation surrounding its ethical implications will only grow more critical, making programs like SCU's imperative in preparing the next generation of innovators. In an era where the global energy landscape is rapidly evolving, recent advancements in fusion energy and the discovery of vast thorium deposits in China highlight the urgent push towards sustainable power sources. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology (MIT) has taken a significant step in this direction by launching the Schmidt Laboratory for Materials and Nuclear Technologies (LMNT) at its Plasma Science and Fusion Center (PSFC). This facility aims to fast-track the development of materials essential for commercial fusion energy, a clean power solution that could dramatically reduce reliance on fossil fuels and bolster energy security. Funded by a consortium of donors led by Eric and Wendy Schmidt, LMNT will utilize a compact cyclotron to accelerate the testing of materials that can endure the extreme conditions of fusion environments, such as 150 million degree plasmas and intense particle bombardment. This initiative comes in response to a pressing challenge: the need for cost-effective materials that can withstand the harsh realities of fusion power plants. Zachary Hartwig, the head of LMNT, emphasized the urgency, stating, "We need technologies today that will rapidly develop and test materials to support the commercialization of fusion energy." Historically, researchers have relied on methods like low-energy particle beams and fission reactor irradiation to study material behavior in fusion conditions, but these approaches have significant limitations. The introduction of energetic proton beams allows for a more accurate representation of the damaged materials incurred in fusion environments. This not only enhances the speed of testing, potentially reducing years of research to mere days, but also facilitates the simultaneous testing of multiple samples. With operations expected to commence in early 2026, LMNT is positioned to be a pivotal player in the quest for viable fusion energy solutions. Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, Chinese scientists have made headlines with the discovery of approximately 1 million tons of thorium in the Bayan Obo mining complex. This find, valued at an estimated $178 billion, has the potential to revolutionize China's energy landscape and possibly supply the nation's energy needs for up to 60,000 years. Unlike traditional uranium, thorium can be converted into a fissile material through neutron bombardment, creating a sustainable nuclear fuel cycle. As a Beijing-based geologist remarked, for over a century nations have been engaging in wars over fossil fuels. It turns out the endless energy source lies right under our feet. Thorium presents several advantages over uranium, particularly in terms of safety. The radioactive waste produced from thorium reactions becomes non-hazardous within hundreds of years, compared to thousands for uranium-235. However, the environmental concerns associated with thorium mining, including the risk of atmospheric pollution, underscore the need for responsible extraction practices. China's commitment to diversifying its energy portfolio is evident in its significant investments in both thorium and fusion technologies. The country's ambitious projects, including the construction of a massive nuclear fusion research center, reflect a strategic approach to achieving energy independence and reducing coal dependency by 2035. This multifaceted strategy positions China as a potential leader in global nuclear energy development. As the world grapples with climate change and the transition to renewable energy, the simultaneous advancements in fusion research at MIT and the discovery of thorium reserves in China point to a future where clean, sustainable energy sources could play a pivotal role. Both initiatives exemplify the innovative approaches needed to tackle the pressing challenges of our time, with the potential for significant global impact. As these technologies evolve, the convergence of research and practical application could usher in a new era of energy production, fundamentally altering the way we power our lives.